It's been a while since we've driven out some fresh news to our viewers. It's been a long time. Just finished up Batman. Now we're moving on. And the good news for all you Fortnite lovers.
The good news. Wait, why Fortnite?
Because COD is becoming Fortnite.
I'm so sick of Fortnite. I don't know what... go on, just go on.
Yeah. So Call of Duty, the rumor is, COD Black Ops 4 is looking to add in Battle Royale mode. And actually not looking, they are going to.
Well, I thought this was a rumor.
I'm confirming it right here on Degenerate J.
But it is a rumor, right?
Yeah, it's a rumor.
Can we confirm that?
It's a rumor, yes.
Can we confirm the rumorness?
We will confirm the rumor
of your confirmation?
that it being a rumor. Also, rumor that there is no traditional campaign in COD Black Ops 4.
This seems really ridiculous to me.
It's very...
Why even call it Black Ops 4 if this was true? I don't believe this.
So why does it not... Yeah, because isn't there a story that's been going on in Black Ops? So why...
Yeah, I don't believe this at all. Because, like, the story is always, like, the people under the last people or whatever with Black Ops. At least I've noticed that. Where it's like, oh, you know, like, isn't Woods from Black Ops 1 then? He plays a kind of major part in 2.
Yeah,
like,
and
Sergeant
1.
Frank Woods.
I thought he was in 1, too.
No, he was, but he's an old man in 2.
Oh, right.
And then, like, you do some flashback missions in his life.
Oh, right. I was thinking
like,
that 2 was...
Yeah. And yeah, and then, like, and then 3, I don't remember who you play as, but...
It was terrible.
Awful
campaign.
Aren't there descendants of the characters from 1 or 2 in that, I thought?
I think so. It was all about some dumb magic tree. I hated that campaign.
I don't know what you're talking about. A magic tree?
There was a magic tree in that game, dude. It was awful.
What are you referring to?
A literal magic tree. Like, I'm not
That's
kidding.
not a joke.
No, not in any
You're
way.
not memeing.
No memes.
I haven't watched or played Black Ops 3.
I love a juicy meme. That is not me.
I played the multiplayer for a little bit at a friend's house, probably like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's fun.
The zombies was fine. But whatever. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Battle Royale mode in COD?
I don't care if they have a Battle Royale mode, but like they shouldn't replace anything with it.
Do you think they would do 100 players like Fortnite does? Or do you think it would be smaller?
I don't think they have any experience doing that, but maybe they could. I don't know, because like COD can't always run right at 16 players.
Right. So then how big would... The map would have to be huge, wouldn't it? I mean, hypothetically. Say you did...
Yeah.
I mean, Fortnite-sized map with 100 COD players. How does it work? How does it work functionally and be... Because there's obviously no building aspect in there. I mean, PUBG obviously works well, but...
But it was designed to do that. And
right.
Even PUBG had issues with the engine. I think the engine that they're using was not designed to house that many players.
Right.
So...
I think it is interesting, though, with the budget and the amount of money, well, obviously the same thing, that COD has, what they could potentially do with the Royale.
Well, they have, like, unlimited funds.
Right. So they could essentially do whatever they wanted with this. So for them to mix it up, I mean, Fortnite's great. Seeing a different spin on it than, like, PUBG or Fortnite itself, where it's very building, almost Minecraft-y in a way, where...
What is going on? Yeah.
Getting a little bit more tactical and first person, I think that could be really interesting.
Oh, yeah, it could.
I just wonder if it could support it, though.
I also just don't know if that's the same audience. Like, is the Call of Duty audience the Battle Royale audience? I would argue no. Honestly. I don't think, like, a ton.
Potentially.
I mean, like, I just doubt that, like, the Call of Duty audience seems to be its own thing, so to, like, just expect it to, like, be the new Fortnite audience seems a little odd. And I also just don't expect this rumor to be true. If anything, they would be adding in this Battle Royale and not taking anything away. I don't think they could get away with releasing a Call of Duty without a campaign. Like, look at Battlefront 1. Like, even the people who don't play those campaigns will, like, just slaughter a developer who makes a shooter without it. Titanfall 1, Battlefront 1, they got, like, severely criticized upon release for not having campaign because it looks like a game developer not putting an effort in.
Didn't Battlefield 1 have, like, the war stories, though?
I meant Battlefront 1.
Oh, gotcha.
Did I say Battlefield?
Yes, yeah.
Sorry.
That's what it was.
Yeah, no, I meant Star Wars Battlefront 1. And then Battlefield 1 does have a campaign.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. It wasn't amazing.
No, yeah, it was fine.
But
yeah.
no, sorry, I meant Battlefront 1. Yeah, they didn't, those names are way too close to each other.
Because that's where I would get, I wonder why they would why they would do that. Like, what would be the motivation in taking out, a campaign? Because I feel like a campaign adds a lot to a game. Because if you have a really good, solid campaign, like, for instance, Titanfall 2, kind of flew under the radar, but because the campaign was... I mean, you said it was incredible.
It's really good.
One of the best ones you've ever played.
It's really good.
Kind of makes the game a little bit, too. I mean, obviously the online experience is the focus, but having a good campaign, I think, applies to more of an audience, too. So I don't know why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe the one thing would be the fact that they have said that more players don't play the campaign than do, who buy those games. Like, they released that information a while back. I don't know. I just don't expect this to be true. Removing the campaign. I just doubt it. And if it is true, I'm pretty disappointed because that shows me a lack of effort on the part of like one of the richest developers in the world.
Well, what do you think about the Battle Royale in general? Do you think it's going to be like is that like a trend that we're going to see now forever? Or at least for the foreseeable future? Because Fortnite has no signs of slowing down in any way.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think that at the very least it's a massive trend for now, but it'll be interesting to see if it stays. I think there will always be an audience for it. I just don't know if it'll be as big as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, some games, like, stay huge, like League of Legends and Overwatch, but others, like, look at PUBG, like, it was the biggest thing ever, and still plenty of people play it, but, like, so many of them moved to Fortnite.
Right.
Despite the fact that, objectively, Fortnite is not as deep of a game. It's, like, more of a casual Battle Royale game. You still have the fact that people have moved over. Partially because of the massive numbers, and partially because it's free. Yeah, it really helped it.
Right, I think that's a big thing too, is that Fortnite, I think they kind of changed the game because of the free aspect and then giving the campaign as like an additional, if you want to dive deeper and know everything you can know about this, here is a campaign that you can pay for. Otherwise, here's the free Battle Royale.
So that's the thing I didn't know, that the mode you buy, is that a campaign? Because I thought it was something different. Isn't there like another type of multiplayer too they used to do? I
think it is. There might be a co-op there, but from what I understand, it's essentially just the co-op version, or the campaign version. You just got murdered.
Yeah, sorry. So we're recording the gameplay at the same time of this, and I rounded a corner and just got like shotgun to the face immediately.
Incredible gameplay. Will be showing in the video.
Well, yeah, maybe not.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting trend, and the fact that COD, because don't they have development periods of like 3 years? Because they have
now, yeah. So they used to have 2 years. Now they have Sledgehammer, normal Activision, and Treyarch all swapping off titles.
Because I wonder, like, for the Battle Royale mode, was that something that they had planned originally? Or is this something just because of how well Fortnite's doing that they can just add that in and do it quickly? Is that a game mode that, like, can be
It's not easy to make, no.
Okay.
No, it is not easy to just, like, throw it together.
Because that's what I was...
Unless... Well, I guess the thing they could do is, like, make it, No, I don't know how they would do it. It would be kind of hard, because, like... You would have characters that could more easily camp with shotguns and stuff if you do it like the normal creative class way.
Right.
I think, but maybe that would work okay, because I guess Fortnite's the same way, where there's characters that are better for like staking out a position than others.
Well, and that's...
Kind of, not really. Like,
that brings up a good point,
curve.
too, though. I didn't even think about that. Like, as far as loot goes and getting guns, getting grenades, getting stuff like that.
Yeah, if those affect the gameplay.
Well, how are you going to do that with COD? Is that something that you find? Like, how do you enter the map? Do you just spawn at random spots and then hope for the best? Or can you kind of pick where you want to go?
Oh, you're talking about picking off guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting point. I feel like they would just get rid of that. And I feel like what they would do is you just spawn in with your class, and it's like search and destroy, but with no bomb. And just, like, free-for-all. And so when you're out, you swap lobbies.
See, that's what I wonder. Is it just essentially just a bigger mode of free-for-all? Or are they going to add more dynamics
Free-for-all mixed with search and destroy? Yeah, that's what I would assume. if they did that.
Because that's one thing too that Fortnite does really well is that they keep the game going with that storm shrinking. Like they keep a good flow going. You're always running into people, and if you don't,
the thing
you're
they
lucky.
copied directly from PUBG.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know. I think.
I guess I can't really say that for sure. It seems like really coincidental that it's the same exact mechanic.
Right.
Because in PUBG, that same thing happens. Like it slowly, like, the map gets smaller and smaller, and if you're, like, outside that area, you start to die.
Okay, so yeah, essentially what Fortnite is, yeah.
Yeah, if they didn't have that, the mode would be garbage, because, like, you technically just have you'd have, like, 2 players left in a massive map.
Oh, yeah. It'd just be insane. There'd be no point. And so that's why I think that's one thing that COD would have to implement, because they're not known for, like, big maps either.
Okay, but here's my issue with this. Like, so let's say that they do this, right? At what point is it like, no, literally all these games are the same? Because right now the major 2 or 3 that are doing it, you know, PUBG, Fortnite, and there's one more doing it right now. It's newer, just came out. But
is it PC?
Yeah, I don't remember the name because I'm interested in watching the genre evolve. I don't really have a big interest in playing it. It's just not that fun for me. But basically the big 3 doing this are very similar, you know, like the formula is like almost exactly the same. Like, what's the difference between Fortnite and PUBG? Fortnite's a little bit more casual, a little bit more geared for younger audience, which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's something wrong with, like, the game being more cartoony. Like, I mean, like, my interests vary all over the place. Like, I fucking love Friday the 13th. Guess what else I love? Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me that it's geared towards a younger audience, but, like, that's the main difference, you know? PUBG is supposed to be more militaristic and geared at adults and teenagers. I think the fact that the console port of that game came out and it was just broken to all hell really hurt PUBG a lot, because they missed, like, you know, 60% of the audience they could have gotten on console because of that, whereas Fortnite came out, worked fine, and was free, you know?
And then just dominated.
They kind of came out of the gate like swinging and did amazing. So, I don't know. There's a lot of issues with, like, where this genre is going. I don't want there to be 200 Battle Royale games that are all the same, or to have, like, all of the classic shooters that are still good. Because, like, despite what people think about Call of Duty, right? Still a decent, solid online experience. Despite what people might think of Counter-Strike being stale. Still a very good online multiplayer experience. Same thing with Halo. Halo 5, terrible campaign. Online, pretty fun. Balanced well, did a good job. Like, do you really want all of these to just hop genres and be like, yeah, by the way, the thing we're good at, we're done with that. Because money. I would much rather they stick to what they're good at, or improve what they're good at the very least, which a lot of them have not been doing. And I think that that's another reason that the door was left so open for Battle Royale, is because it's something new. And people are tired of the same crap over and over. It's just that now it's hitting the irony that all of the Battle Royale games are the same. And I don't really know if we, like, as an industry or as fans of this industry, do you want everything to be the same? Or do you want variety and things to be different and franchises to focus on what they're good at? You know, like, I want them making what they're good at because they like it, like, not because we can hop ship for more money.
And that's kind of what that's a great point, because that's kind of what it seems like COD is doing at that point. It's, oh, why be creative and bring in all these new modes
or a campaign,
which
would take work,
when we could just throw in Battle Royale. There's probably an easy way to get microtransactions into Battle Royale.
I know there would be. I don't know how you do it without breaking the game, but it's Activision. They fucking figure
They'll
it out.
find a way.
So then figure it out.
So then, I mean, there's a ton of money to be made there, and they see that. So then I guess they lose that drive for creativity and just see dollar signs. Maybe. I guess I see exactly what you're saying, because someone does something right and kind of changes the game a little bit. Everyone does it until it's stale. And until someone else comes in and changes the game a little bit. You know? So,
and I know that's also commercialism. Like, I'm fine with that because it can lead to perfection of genres. So, like, there were shooters earlier before Halo, right? But Halo came along, looked at what other people were doing, and was like, nah, we can do it this way. I'm fine with that. It's just, I'm not fine with them saying, like, oh, they did this, let's do the exact same thing. That's what's obnoxious and boring and very creatively stale. And to pull the most expensive part of the game, the campaign, out just because it doesn't make them microtransactions or something like that, which is what this move would look like, it looks really tacky coming from, like, the biggest game developer, at the very least in the console space. You know, Activision.
Agreed. Agreed.
I don't know, that would just be extremely disappointing to me.
And this is all alleged rumors.
No, it's confirmed now.
Oh, we confirmed
I just confirmed it.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much.
No problem.
But
No,
yeah.
It is all rumors. We'll have to see what happens. I'm really skeptical about them removing campaign. I just don't think... I think they know they couldn't get away with it, is why I don't think it'll happen. But who knows, it could.
Agreed. Agreed. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments section below. What do you think about COD? Doing a Battle Royale, copying Fortnite, and losing all originality. Do you hate COD? Do you want to... Okay, we'll chill out there.
Do you want to attack the developer of Call of Duty or something?
We'll relax. So,
just settle down.
I was getting pretty heated there. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.